Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a cast on Edain mod 3.8.1, a 4-player FFA. So let's get into it. This was a fairly lengthy game. I will probably do some fast forwarding towards the end. It was really fun though. Played it. So we have me, Mr. Piggy, as Imladris in the bottom left. In the top left, we have Steve Lewis as Gondor. Top right, we have Josema 86 as Dwarfs. And then we have Manzrap as Rohan in the bottom right. Now, though obviously, like, Edain 2.8.1 is kind of dead, because Edain 4, there's a few, like, Germans who still play it. Obviously, like, the mod's in German, unless you get the translation. And like the voice files are German for the most part. But there's still a few people, like there's a group of people that still play this mod. So I was playing with them, and I believe Josema is Heir of the Wind. But it's still really fun. And I introduced these guys to a few new mods that also incorporate Edain 2.8.1. Yeah, it was a fun game. And actually, I really like the Heir of the Wind models in this game. I actually kind of like them better than the ones from Edain 4, except for maybe the Unburnt. Though the ones in here are still very cool. But for some reason, Josema isn't quite beefing up on his eco. He should be building more farms and expand out a little bit, kill these dudes. Build more farms. Men of the West actually starting off with some archers who are expanding nicely. I went pretty eco heavy to start off with, but coming up the barracks right now. My scholars rooting, of course. Rohan also going eco heavy. They're pulling up a stables, and their eco, of course, produces peasants, which is very useful. Good peasant spam. Gonna be coming out. Actually, I did probably. Actually, I'm gonna check if I'm recording. Well, actually, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so I did actually do this. I casted like a good third of this match, and it turns out that I wasn't actually recording. A little lag spike. Let's just clear that up. And I wasn't actually recording, so that was pretty annoying. But that happens. So I do have some Rivendell swordsmen on the way. He will be starting off with some pikes, though. These what's it called? Peasants will be able to. Man, why are we getting lag spikes? It wasn't lagging earlier. The peasants will be able to deal with them decently. Like these guys are better than a group of peasants, but enough. We'll kill them because they're pikes. I'm creeping a little bit. I think dwarves should actually start to creep. I think that would be a good option. Man, this lag is annoying me. Come on, clear up. Okay, Gondor. Actually, got some level 2 dudes. Building up. They're going to be attacking my farm. I will notice that and send over my Rivendell swordsmen, which should be able to deal with them nicely, unless they retreat, which they will be. Rohan doing some creeping. Not a lot of engaging or fighting going. Looks like we did get the power for Rohan, which gives them swords and shields. Swords and shields, not swords and shields. He will be getting some Cav probably soon. Dwarfs capturing them. And that's actually really annoying for Heir of the Wind because they have crossbowmen, and if you're on a map where you don't have inns, so generally that's not an issue. There is overwhelming force from Gondor here. And I was noticing, since he didn't have any pikes, that I was gonna build a stables. And Rivendell cavalry are very strong. They're incredibly good at trampling. If there's no pikes, they will obliterate armies. They don't have as good as health as the swordsmen because first tier level. But I mean, still, they're very strong. It just, since there's only like one line of them, very spread out, a set of pikes can actually deal like instantly kill like most of them. Very good against peasants, especially since they have swords and shields. So, not necessarily a smart start off. That can occur when something like this happens. You start off with pikes, they get destroyed, then you're like, oh, now I gotta get swordsmen. Then you overcommit on swordsmen, and they literally kill your entire army. That's why you can't overcommit. If you overcommit on one thing, and that can really screw you up, because that's not gonna be able to. You have to have some balance, because if you have too many pikes, the peasants will kill them, and then obviously too many swordsmen, they'll get killed by cavalry. So you can't overcommit. And as you can see, he's pumping out swordsmen a lot, which isn't bad, but he has to start getting pikes right after that. That's why, especially when I'm the elves, except for like and Logis, obviously, but like in any version of the game, just vanilla 2.2, even Lothlorien, like, you want to have pikes out always with your archers, because you don't want to leave any chance for yourself to get completely screwed. Dwarves are doing pretty good. Again, the cavalry is coming in, absolutely gonna obliterate them. Though it's not quite gonna kill all of them, but it should kill most of them. Now the East Fold are good for trampling. In the West Fold are more good for like harassment, killing buildings. So it's good to have a mix, because these guys really won't take out buildings that much. But the East Fold, with my cavalry over here, I did a fair amount of damage. But as you can see, they're not super strong. It's good if you have is building pikes immediately after that. Does he have pikes? See, why would he not get pikes? It's a good thing that these Westfold, or are they Eastfold or are they Westfold? I don't know. I think they're Westfold, yeah. But yeah, it's a good thing that they weren't very good at trampling. Now, you would generally expect, as a first hero for Rohan, obviously, except for Mary, you would expect like gambling, because he really buffs your peasants, and he can actually give them forged blades at a certain level, or Aemir, obviously, for cavalry. Now, I will be getting banner carriers, because as you can see, I don't necessarily know about health, but I know armor, damage, speed, so that's very useful. And also, Logis units can't level up on their own, so they can start to heal themselves and stuff. And then also in this mod, I forgot to mention that, but unless you're blind, you clearly notice a giant mountain. There's some way you can disable this, I'm not sure, but I mean, it's kind of cool. I like it that there's like a big mountain thing. Dwarves finally getting some pikes, as long as they just don't overcommit on pikes, because again, still got peasants. Gotta have good mix. I think he has a pretty good mix at the moment. So yeah, I got my banner carriers out on my troops. They're pretty expensive, 400, but I mean, that's gonna be expected for what they're doing. The funny thing in this mod is the way the pikes run. They should have used the other animation, because that it's not very common to see people waving pikes around like swords. I mean, that kind of looks funny. Like, look at that. That just looks so derpy. Rohan has Corrupt Theoden out. Actually, that's also another good starter hero for them. Which he will be doing the like thing. Or like get in without getting attacked and then start doing some damage. Though dwarves should make their way over there. Usually use this to retreat, so that's a bit odd. It's gonna wear off, so that wasn't really good use of that power, to be honest. Looks like I am pushing forward. Should be able to do a fair amount of damage with my cavalry and swordsmen. Let's check out powers. It's a standard for Rohan. The things that give your peasants swords and shields. Good resource. I have also a decent amount of good captors, a decent amount of power points. Gondor has a lot of money, probably gonna get a hero. The horn, which is to be expected. And dwarves really need to use their power points. They're not using them. I don't get that. You have 13 power points, so that's not. Gondor summoned the fiefdoms of Gondor actually, and I didn't like my cavalry was running through that area, so they got absolutely. It's gonna be a loss of, and plus that unit right there. Each cavalry set costs 600 plus 400 for each banner carrier. That's 1800 loss right there, as well as an additional 900 because, or about 900, 800, 900, because banner carriers cost 400, so I lost a lot there. And nothing going on over here. And see, Rohan got Theodred out, and Theodred's like okay, but I'm not a big fan of him. He does have his uses with his tower rebuild, and then I'm not sure about those other two powers, but I would have gotten, if you wanted to go around along with cavalry, I would have gotten Aemir for cavalry. But honestly, Gambling's the best start because he really buffs up your as you can see, they're very fast with the banner carriers, because he really buffs up your peasants. This should be a tough attack to actually fend off against, so I'm getting some more units out, but yeah, this will be tough. Gondor's building more production. Looks like there's an engagement up here. Dwarves should win fairly easily, I would say. Oh, it looks like Rohan they have some archers, but they have battering rams, so that could be an issue for the dwarves if they don't watch their base closely. Back to my base. I'm dealing with Gondor pretty well, though this farm might go down, which would be a decent loss. Hopefully I can clear those units up. Come on, just move around. Just don't run in that. Oh, no. What? Oh, wow. See, occasionally pikes are off guard. Oh, it looks like Gondor has Aragorn. I completely overlooked that. That's what he was saving up for. Aragorn is very strong in Edain 3.8.1, so definitely got to watch out for that. I am going to be able to chase him out on my base and potentially chase down Aragorn and kill him. Looks like Rohan's being put on the defensive, though. Let's see, can I get Aragorn? He does have Blade Master, so probably not. Yep, he's going to use that and start absolutely cutting me down. I mean, he's one-hitting him Lodris units almost, or two-hitting the swordsman, one-hitting the cab, but yeah, I just barely escaped with that cab unit. Gonna have to retreat. Looks like dwarves are pushing back, which dwarves are Yezama or something. Josama, yeah, Josama and Manzarep, and then Steve Lewis, yeah, and Mr. Piggy. So pretty even both sides. Looks like Rohan is doing a bit of harassment. I would say this is a good army composition that Rohan has going. I would get gambling soon though, for sure. Let's look up powers and resources. Rohan's doing pretty good. I gotta I'm good on powers. I'm getting some more scholars, decent amount of powers, and good resources. Gondor, not a ton of resources, but they did just get Aragorn. Good on powers as well. Actually, how? You had to have a like a signal fire for that, but and then dwarves finally getting powers. That's good. That's good power. Not a ton of money. It looks like there was an engagement up here against the Cav. Theodred putting up his little tower. Dwarves should be retreating. Oh, and it looks like the battering rams have come in. Hopefully this Bjorning will be able to deal with them. So we should really bring in his army to deal with that. They're not caught up with anything else at the moment, so they should really... Wow, it actually looks like the dwarf's fort might go down. And what is he doing? He doesn't even... He clearly knows that they're there. He's just neglecting to do anything about them. It looks like the dwarves might... Yep, the dwarves are going to be defeated. Wow. That was... Man, that was not a good way to die. Rohan's going to settle in over there, expand, and... Alright, just fast forward it a bit. Aragorn is leading his regiment of Gondorians with their flappy pikes. I don't know why, but that's just the word that comes to mind. And, ooh, that Blade Master is devastating. I'm going to have to retreat. I don't want to clump up my units and get wrecked. Nope. Oh! Actually, I didn't lose many Cav units there because, again, if the pikes are caught off guard and their pikes are up and they're not down, you can do alright. Looks like I did spread out his forces a bit to hold off. I have a fair amount of units here, plus the lands. Though Aragorn should be alright, but there will be casualties, especially from Aragorn's Blade Master, of course. Looks like Rohan is on attacking, and they're starting to build up some catapults. So, looks like my barracks is going, but I will be able to defend it and repel this attack. That arrow volley won't do a lot because these are Mladr's troops, of course, and I did. But I think I'll be alright overall. And as you can see, Aragorn's Blade Master comes back very fast. A little too fast, to be honest. But I could possibly even chase him down if I have enough troops to kill him at that point. So, though it does look like he did summon the fiefdoms, and again, I'm not entirely sure how he's doing that. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. He's gonna start to work down my what's it called? Oh, I do have Elrond out, so that's what I was saving up for. My stable should be alright with Elrond and all these troops here. Good flood. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Alright, we're recording. Okay. Alright, so not much going down on Rohan expanding. Looks like the battering rams will be claiming this mountain for their home now. The dwarves once again have been kicked out of the mountain, though this time they've been kicked out by a bunch of peasants instead of a dragon. So dwarves really gone downhill. A little off topic. I got a snow day today, so that was fun. Or is fun. 'Cause that's why I'm doing this video. Yeah, that's nice. Looks like Rohan will be pushing over with considerable force and lots of catapults, heading towards Gondor. Very evenly matched between me and Gondor, I would say. Getting back up my barracks. Let's just fast forward a bit. As you can see, Gondor has noticed them. We're going to start to deal with Rohan's army. I think Gondor should be able to hold them off. Got Pippin out, leveling up a bit. Where is he? Rohan should really bring up their cav. Yeah, Gondor is going to easily be able to take care of this with Aragorn. Rohan catapults, they're decent. They're not great, but they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty cheap, so Aragorn is going to make short work of them, though. His Blade Master. Looks like I'm starting to expand a bit. I do have Glorfindel on the field, so... And Glorfindel and Elrond are honestly very strong together, especially. One issue I have with heroes, though, is sometimes I don't like to use all their powers, and I like to try to save them up for when I think I might need them more, but oftentimes that ends up hurting me. Heroes' powers, so just a side note. Man, Rohan really should get Gamling out, because that'll help enforce a strong, like, just general infantry-based army. Until they get Theoden cured. Oh, they do have, yeah, they do have Amber out, so that's good. Hold on. Gondor is going to advance on me, it does appear. And I should probably get upgrades, hopefully, somewhat soon. Rohan's amassing. Looks like we are going to engage. I really gotta watch out for Aragorn and his Blade Master, because he could really do some damage to my heroes. Disgusting amount of damage, and before I even notice, Glorfindel's dead. Should minimize it. Alright, there we go. There, and again, before I even notice it, he's dead, and that really annoyed me, because that's about 7,000, and taken on the world right now. That was a really big loss, and could really pay a big toll. That I should have been paying attention better, but I wasn't, and I honestly, Aragorn's a bit OP in this, though he's very strong. Also, I mean, Elrond and Glorfindel not quite as brute force, though Glorfindel definitely becomes really strong once he starts getting his more powerful powers, and he starts use his like little Blade of Purities and Starlights and other such powers, and his stunning. That's the stunning power that he has is really strong. So once I start leveling them up, they'll start to be useful. But I just gotta be more wary of like making sure they're not getting their heads chopped off like the Mouth of Sauron by Aragorn. Smite them. Those battering rams are still over there, chilling out. Let's check out here. Going, yeah.
Let us move forward.
Let's see. Does Ron have gambling yet? No. Should really get out gambling. That's like a kind of a must for Rohan, really. Don't know why he doesn't have him out yet. He's starting to build up. I think he realizes either Gondor or me eventually will attack him, because we can't just let him sit there, build up, attack us while we kind of like fight each other. Though that may very well happen. I should be getting out my heroes sometime soon, because I'm not going to be able to defeat Gondor without heroes, that's for sure. Unless I got a bunch of upgrades, which is more expensive, generally speaking. Oh, looks like Rohan does have fire arrows, which will be really useful for, because they're not just like shooting regular arrows at him. Yeah, I do have Glorfindel out, and I am gonna put him on defensive because, first of all, he's not gonna run out in front of my whole army and get destroyed, and it'll be a little more tanky. So Gondor's force is actually very strong. All Gondor needs is Aragorn, at least in this situation. Where's Aragorn? Oh, there he is. And at level 10, he will become LSR, so that'll really be a force to be reckoned with. I am going to be moving forward, try to take advantage when his army's gone, which may work, but alright. Oh, so Glorfindel is level 4, so should be able to do. Yeah, that's actually a very powerful power. And I already have the Army of the Last Alliance, as the scholars that I have are very strong. Why did I say that? Very strong? No. They're very good at reading books, so that came in handy. And I also did summon Gimli and Glóin from the Council of Elrond Power. So it looks like Gondor's fort is going to be bye-bye. Look how beautiful Elendil looks. Oh man, so nice. And where's Girgard? Oh, that's 3 hunters. Apparently Rohan wants to join in on the fun. Also got Isildur. Aragorn's not gonna be able to cut all these heads off. Not that strong. Actually, it looks like Gondor did get out Boromir as well, so nice addition, though. He will be taken care of. That is his death animation, which is actually kind of funny. Just like, what? Dang, Aragorn, that's cold. You just killed yourself, and now you're gonna kill your 2 best friends. Did you just want? Okay, how much health was he on? I kind of want to go back and see, because he just got an 800 melee. That's disgusting. That is so strong. I gotta make sure I'm that strong. Wow. That's a bit much, to be honest. Last line, sadly, will be going away soon. Be able to finish off Gondor here. Let's see, are they building? They do have a builder. Rohan's moving in on my force. Let's check out our powers. Of course, got 3 hunters. I guess Armor must have fear resistance or something, because these guys don't really give a crap. Gondor actually has a fair amount of money, and they are rebuilding, and Aragorn is gonna be able to handle them. Gonna be King LSR as well. He does have a 25-point power once he gets his fort back up. I really should have made sure Gondor was, because they're gonna kind of come back to haunt me a bit. I will be able to deal with these cavalry, so they're gonna have to retreat. And yep, there's King LSR. And he looks so nice. Yeah. Let's see. Do we have? Yep, Gambling's out, and Hama as well. Lots and lots of catapults from Rohan coming my way. So I do have a good size force. So, and I do have Elrond back on the field as well. Should be able to deal with this army incoming. Actually, he's making his way towards Gondor. Actually, nope, he's making his way back towards me. Or not. He is very indecisive, apparently. No, he's just taking out that one tower. My troops should be getting back to base soon. Yep, looks like I am going to be going for armor. Getting out some pikes, because it's appearing to be just me and Rohan at the moment. Though, let's see how Gondor is doing on monies. I'm actually close to my second 25-point power. Gondor almost has enough to build a fort. So yeah, that really rushed the scholars, because the powers have really that's what helped me kill Gondor. I still may have been able to kill them, especially considering Rohan came in, but these powers are really gonna prove useful for me, especially this early on in the game. So you can do that as Imladris, though. Let's say you're getting bogged down as Imladris and you just don't have the money to buy them. That's when it can hurt you, because you can't get out the scholars and you're not getting power points by fighting. So that's when it can kind of be a bit of a disadvantage, but generally it's an advantage. Fast forward a bit. It looks like oh, there comes the Kempfins, y'all. Not only besides his Oathbreaker's power, because I guess the Elendil power they decided wasn't very good. So they actually, what level is Glorfindel? If Glorfindel was level 10, he could have done his power that would have stunned them. Yeah, I decided I'm not gonna run away from them. They're on cavalry. I probably should have spread out, because they wouldn't have done as much damage. But I honestly thought that I might be able to take them out. I did do a fair amount of damage just to take them out. But yeah, Aragorn, his level 10. Aragorn realizes true destiny. And the people against the king is okay. Here that bad translation. Heroes cost. Wait, what? Heroes now cost 15% less recruitment cost. All units near him 50% damage, 50% armor. Okay, so I think that's a passive. Yeah, that's a passive. Glorfindel's level 6. That's good. Elrond almost level 4. Oh, looks like Rohan has, wow, level 10 elite cav. Oh, he must have been from the fort. He instantly got level 10. Rohirric, Rohirric. Wait, not. What? I think it's Rohirric. Or wait, no. Heroic. Oh my gosh. Heroic cav. I forgot. I have, as well as a bunch of level 5, so quite a deadly army, force to be reckoned with. And I would assume he's gonna be getting Cure Theoden out for some glorious charge fun time. but maybe not. And it looks like Gondor's fort is gonna be in a little trouble, though. Of course, Aragorn is a beast, and he is getting the Swan Knights out, just the Dolomoth men-at-arms or swordsmen or whatever, because they're not the Swan Knights, because they're not like the cavalry. Let's see. Okay, just Dolomoth swordsmen. And I am gonna be dealing with some peasants. Ron's leveling up nicely along with Glorfindel. Now Glorfindel can use this, and I think that might be good against Aragorn. Let's say if I have more money and Gondor's going a bit low, because then I can just recruit him or recruit Glorfindel back. What it does is Glorfindel sacrifices himself to kill another hero. I do have heavy armor out as well, but that is generally good against very strong heroes, or against a Balrog in some cases. Like let's say Glorfindel's about to die, and he just like, screw it, I'm taking Aragorn down with me. That would be a good time to use that. I'm not sure why Rohan didn't finish off what's it called? Oh, again. They're just so strong. They're level 5 and level 10 and blah blah blah. So I didn't kill them. Okay, so he has the eagles. He doesn't have Army of the Dead, but still. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't take out Gondor, because he probably could have. Whereas my army's a bit too strong. Elrond's level 8 already, so along with Glorfindel, almost level 10. So I didn't realize this. Apparently, this tower has a lot bigger uses than I thought. So Theodred is actually much more useful than I thought. I didn't realize this. But you can get these really good elite soldiers from here. They're actually quite strong. I believe you can also get Cav. The portrait for them isn't the greatest, but they look pretty cool. Yeah, they look pretty cool. My army absolutely got shredded there. Got shreked. Yeah, you're not going to take on Elrond. Elrond becomes so strong. And honestly, he can deal with all this right here. Like, Theodred doesn't know what he's messing with. If he wanted to, he probably could with his flood and everything else. Where is Glorfindel, actually? Did I lose him? I must have. Or wait. I think... did I lose him? I guess I did. I did use Gandalf to repel, but that's gonna turn out to be a waste, but oh well. See, why is it that over there he can't? Maybe he has to be a certain level, or like he has to use another power, I don't know. Let's check out these Dolomoth Knights, because they're so pretty. They're so pretty. What the heck? That dude has like a one of those doctor things that cover your mouth. That's funny. Oh, those dudes don't look that cool, or that well modeled. Yeah, the Gondor soldiers aren't the best looking, but then that, oh, it looks like he used Army of the Dead. Not sure how good that was of use, because again, there isn't. Wow, that comes back fast. That comes back disgusting. That comes back a little too fast. There weren't a lot of Rohirrim there, but still, not a great use. Yeah, Aragorn, it's kind of OP. I mean, that comes back really fast. I like the fact that he can get on horse, though. Well, let's just fast forward it a bit. Not a lot going on. We'll have an engagement here, possibly. I don't have a very big army, but I mean, level 10 Elrond and level 10 Glorfindel. What are you gonna do against that? Well, Aragorn, so I guess not as strong. Aragorn's probably just gonna go in there and solo it, honestly. He's that strong. No, beam his army. I should be able to deal with this, but again, I'm not using my powers as much as I really should. Oh, actually, apparently I am this time around. I think it's a later time where my heroes get just shreked again, but this time Aragorn's gonna bite the dust. Okay, see how tanky he is. He's taking on 2 of my heroes, and he just doesn't give a crap. And he already almost has the Oathbreakers back. How OP is that? And they're so incredibly fast on horse. And look how much damage he does. And I accidentally moved this. Otherwise, Glorfindel would have been in the clear. But no, because at first I thought that this was the power that made him invulnerable, but it wasn't. And I was so stupid. I could have killed him if I wouldn't have moved it. That was a really poor use of heroes for me on that part. Generally, I'm a bit better about that, but that was not smart. That could have been a lot better, but. And Rohan's army is really scary. What would really make them scary is if they had Theoden with Glorious Charge. So, not quite at their full strength, but don't worry. Iavlakam. Yeah, see, Gondor at this point doesn't have much, but Aragorn is honestly enough. And then, of course, Eagles. Iavlakam. Some of those pesky peasants harassing me. And if Middle Earth was actually real, Imladris would absolutely destroy Rohan. Though then again, maybe not, because there wasn't many elves in Rivendell at that time, but there was still a decent amount. I don't know if they would beat Gondor either, because again, there's a lot of men. But if Rivendell was in the height of its glory, they would absolutely shrek Gondor and these hillbillies. So you still gotta love Rohan. Goldberry. I should be able to deal with this engagement pretty nice. Where's Elrond? Oh, that's the question. Oh, I'm tired. Sometimes it gets boring casting the games you played, but Gondor is not doing bad, but again, they can't find stability. They haven't been able to find stability because they haven't been left alone long enough. Aragorn's really the only stability they've had, but even that is enough apparently, because he's just that strong. He's just a bit too strong in this. I mean, I get it. He better be very expensive for how strong he is, because it is disgustingly strong. He is nothing like that in Edain 4. At least I don't think. But then again, I haven't played that in forever. There was a time period where I played it for like a month. I think it was during the summer. But for some reason, ever since I got the pirated version, it won't run. It says there's no CD or whatever, and it's like I have the CD images and everything, all that stuff, and it still won't run. And I also have that issue with T3A even after installing it the way I was advised to, but what are you gonna do? Together, attack. Can't wait till Erebor comes out for Age of the Ring. That'll be fun. Okay, so yeah, he does get those dudes. I'm pretty sure you can get cavalry form of them. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe that's just the Arkham brand summon. Oh, that's cool. They get those dudes in spear throwing form. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. I wish you could get the different camera angles while you're like observing. I don't get why you can't. It would make more sense if you had that while you're observing. Gondor's in a bit of trouble unless they can like pull up an army of the dead or something. Yeah, I have all the powers. I mean, what do you expect with those, whatever they're called? He does have the Rohirrim summon ability, so might be able to fend off. Though my army's coming in, and they're pretty pissed because of Aragorn. Auron's like, you ungrateful brat. I raised you for like your whole life, and now you shot my head off like 3 times, and Glorfindel's like 5. Glorfindel, and actually real Middle-earth, though he didn't do that much, except for in the first age, he came back like twice as strong when he was resurrected, so he should have essentially been like a complete beast in like Lord of the Rings, but he just didn't do that much. He was more of like he just kind of chilled in Rivendell like Elrond. The time of the elves was over. Though he did help out Frodo and stuff, which if it weren't for that, probably wouldn't have went so well for Frodo, and Middle-earth for that matter. But let's get back to the game. See, again, even when Glorfindel does his powers, he just gets completely obliterated by Aragorn. He is so strong. And again, this is a time when I should have used my powers, but I was like, oh, I gotta save my powers up. I'm just way too sparing. I'm way too sparing with my powers. I have to use them. And Aragorn, or actually, wait, no, he's not even targeting him. If he was targeting Elrond, he would absolutely get Shrek. Yeah, look at that. He does almost half his health. Even just regular, not even with Blade Master. And he gets his powers back so fast. That's so OP. I mean, there's a decent amount of unbalanced things in 3.1, but it isn't that unbalanced, but still. I love their little spazzy animation. Sometimes it isn't that spazzy, but all depends. I really should get my troops out of here at this point. There's no point in keeping them in. Rohan's gonna deal with Gondor. I just need to get out of there. But yeah, I was so angry because if I would have used Glorfindel's stun ability, Aragorn would have been toast. And if I would have even used Elrond's like Tornado, Aragorn would have been toast. But I didn't think I would need it, and I'm just too sparing with my powers, so. Let's just fast forward, to be honest. I'm gonna really make sure things spaz out. Oh! Oops, apparently the Ents came, but I burnt them all, and I brought in the last alliance to deal with them, so. My fort should be okay for the moment. I just did that because I honestly had to. Aragorn's still like... What? See, that doesn't... When they're level 5, it doesn't do anything. Now he's gonna do his little Deckkämpfen Schnitzel. Kill everything. So... Fun. And this army's screwed. Isn't that funny? A level 10 from a hero can kill a level 25 power point. Though it doesn't look like they are, apparently. But yeah, at this point, I think Gondor's pretty much finished. I don't even know if they have a builder, so if Aragorn dies, Gondor dies. Let's do fast forward. Nothing too interesting's going on. Oh! I did use that power, and it doesn't look like Aragorn's gonna die. Though he might. If this lasts long enough. Let's see. Oh, we can't see how long. Oh, looks like Aragorn will die.
Our friends may
See, if I would have used that before, Aragorn would have been toast. What'd I tell you? Only needed 2 abilities to kill him there. So I think Gondor at this point is going to be out of the game. Okay, just making sure I was actually recording there. So it is just me versus Rohan at this point. Just gonna minimize it, reduce the laggage. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a part 2 to. Oh, apparently my fort did go down. Sorry, I missed that. My bad. I think I'm gonna have 2 parts to this because this actually goes on for quite a bit longer. So I think that I'm going to pause this for now, and I will probably upload the next part tomorrow. I might even do another cast later on today. I don't feel like really finishing this one today. I might though. So yeah, I will see you guys later.